We'll give people a couple minutes to come on. Well, I guess not. I guess we're jumping right in here. Jumping into our first game here in our matchup between Discrepancy and BOFA. BOFA. How do I say that?
BOFA, I say.
BOFA. Okay. BOFA. Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me. Of course, this is the team that used to be Draconic.
Yes.
We do see them picking up a new person. Insert character is his name is actually Galactic. That's his name. He's playing on a Smurf Arena for some reason. Not quite sure why, but playing on the new level 1 insert character. So we're not really quite sure what he's going to be playing here. We do know that Draconic likes to run this pretty aggressive dive comp around their Reinhardt, and I mean, there we go. That's what insert character is going to be playing, or BOFA. BOFA now, not Draconic. What about the side of Discrepancy? What are you expecting to see out of them this game?
I mean, I feel like MJ on the Ryan is kind of questionable, but I know that he's very capable on a lot of characters. And I mean, Magna Blood, I haven't seen too much of him play, but I know that he's a very good player, as well as JR. He's played him back in like Season 2, so I know that he's a very good player as well. So, I mean, they're running double hit camps, and this character can have a lot of trouble, and this guy is staying alive. I mean, they do have a good Mercy on the... Okay, he's switching off the maybe, but... I don't know, I feel like the Pharah may not be a good pick for BOFA. Yeah.
It does look like they're probably going to switch off of that, and yeah, definitely a good call there. Not going to be easy to play up against the composition as a Pharah, but we'll see what they... Well, okay, he is going to switch right back to the Pharah, so we'll see whether he's able to make anything happen with this. The Mercy will hopefully make it a little bit easier for him. You see Bean just trying to come in here on the Tracer, get some damage in, gonna have most of it eaten up by Magnum on the Diva, but immediately gonna be taken out of that mech by a nice charge in. MJ gets the first kill, Loki running with another one. So all they're gonna lose is the mech so far, yeah, and they are holding strong here. Discrepancy bullying both out of here. That was a pretty convincing first attack there.
Yeah, Loki Ryan showing his supremacy on the Hog right there, getting like 3 picks that fight. Pharah really had a hard time trying to get in there as JR was kind of keeping her at bay, and then there's Loki and the rest of the DPS just putting their work and taking them.
They're going to come in trying to get pretty much the same approach in here, but Beam going to be caught out of position by Junior and taken down by a nice Helix rocket, and again, that's going to stop this attack as they don't have the DPS they need to keep pushing in. Pharah going to probably be taken down here. She does take down Junior as well. 3D managing to get away with that kill. And actually stays alive as well, so this is going to be a good chance for them to push in, as they do have a bit of a numbers advantage while Soldier's coming back, but Junior, of course, sprinting back very quickly, going to get back here quickly. So Beam trying to get in there and take advantage of this, but no, Loki Ryan coming in behind with the whole Hog, able to get one with it, and MJ with another one. But the res comes in. BOFA might be still in this yet. The nano boost.
Yeah, found MJ turning insert right there. Like, oh my goodness, kids are switching over to the side of Discrepancy, and they seem to be coming back from this. They lost a lot of their numbers that fight, and they just came back from like getting like 3 instant picks, and you know, Junior going off on the Soldier as we saw he would. Or they have an ult advantage. I mean, it's even right now, but that nano boost is putting clutch right there and keep them in that fight.
Absolutely, insert character managing to go full god mode there and stay alive that entire time. They do have the Graviton and the Rocket Barrage coming in from 3D, but of course with this, well, the Demon Mech being thrown up into the air, we'll see what ends up happening. Only 1 kill, but it comes out on the Todd, so no Graviton available for this fight right now. And that's going to mean they're going to have to back off here. You know, it's interesting. I haven't really seen how this new percentage mechanic comes into effect yet, but with them only getting you know, a third of this full control point so far, you know, we might end up see this control percentage patch come into effect here a little more, but they managed to push in here and get the first kill onto Loki Ryan, and the sound barrier is going to keep this push going with a whole lot more vigor here. Yes, they do get on the MJ there, and this should be enough for them to push onto the point and take control, but well, yeah, they're going to have to use the Earth Shatter there. But no, the Tactical Visor comes in from Junior on the background. He gets nano boosted, but Graviton and the Pulse Bomb come in to finish that off. Yeah, that is going to be enough here for decide to BOFA to push in and take the first point.
Maybe overkill on that soldier ult, but you know, you gotta keep the caution to keep him off. That's a very powerful ult with the aimbot right there. Loki Ryan getting his pick on Freezy there again. You just see him do work on that hog. What do you think about the Graviton and Pulse Bomb right there?
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate for Tico. It looked like he might have been able to get something done with that nano boosted tactical visor, but you know, the grab Pulse Bomb took him right out. But the Earthshatter comes and gets fully blocked there, not going to be able to get anything done for this defense, and it's definitely an opportunity wasted here for the side of Discrepancy. They're going to have to back up and kind of wait. I think Loki Ryan's going to have to come back in here and get this whole hog coming. He is coming back from up top, but the self-destruct goes in first, and again, only taking down Todd. The hook comes out from Loki Ryan, not able to get anyone with it, but here comes the whole hog. This should be enough to push them back. BOFA, however, with that resurrect, might be able to keep this attack going. I'm not quite sure whether they have the numbers for it. They do have the rocket barrage coming in, taking Magna out of that mech, and then a nice rocket taking Magna down after. So, I don't know, they're still keeping this payload moving here. They might be able to finish this off, but no, Loki Ryan with a nice hook on Addison there, takes him down on that Lucio, and that should be enough here for Discrepancy to hold on.
Yeah, we got a flanking hog with Loki just in the background, just messing up the supports, and he seems kind of being focused here, but he seems to be holding his ground, just kind of pushing back and helping him out. You see a great show from Loki Ryan on the hog, and he's about to have his ult again, and that's why he's winning that fight. So, not a lot of ults, but we see Todd close to Graviton, Addison close to the V-Trap, so we're about to see 4 ults for the side of BOFA, and we're about to see 4 ults for the side of Discrepancy as well, so it's going to be a great fight right here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fireworks coming up right here. Probably going to have to see Todd going, well, if Todd gets a chance to, he's going to go in with the Graviton. Looking like he's trying to throw it, watching out for that defensive matrix, though, does not want to get it eaten up. Tactical Visor is going to come out from the defense here, trying to get some done, but MJ is the first one to be taken down. Loki Ryan does get the kill on defeat success, so that's going to be no resurrect coming up here in this next fight here. But I think, yeah, the fight definitely going the way of BOFA as they are getting these kills. Loki Ryan still alive through a nuisance, but not going to be enough, I don't think, as they do have the numbers on this point. BOFA just needs to clear them off, but Loki Ryan still alive and doing work in the back, getting hook after hook. But yeah, solo grabs. I think they realized how much of a problem Loki Ryan had become. So solo grabbing there. Earthshatter comes in from MJ, but doesn't get anything with it. And I mean, Tico coming back in, getting onto Freezy there, might be able to give them a chance. And they do have the D.Va sitting on the payload, but no. Eventually going to lose that point. BOFA keeps it moving forward. Some nice battle mercy there, takes down MJ, and they are going to keep this payload moving on.
Oh, Loki Ryan, they're sniping 2 to 2 seconds. As you said before, I mean, Loki Ryan just causing such panic for the side of BOFA. They had to solo grab him there just to kill him. I mean, he was staying alive by himself on the field for so long, and you see JR get a pick right there. Here comes the D.Va bomb. He gets 2 right there. They just regroup and realize that that's a lost fight, and just regroup smart right there. They just lost numbers that fight.
Definitely going to have to back up. Magda actually going to swap onto McCree now, switching off of that D.Va. What do you think about that swap? I mean, definitely an answer to Freezy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing work on the D.Va, and then he would get the pick on Addison there, but he was definitely getting the picks on D.Va, and I feel like maybe the double hit scan will counter Freezy more, as, I mean, JR Jr. is just getting, like, you know, overwhelmed with the Fair Mercy along with the ground. And I guess both the stands go down right there, but they gotta regroup here. MJ's literally just by himself, and going into charge right there, but Bear Shark is gonna go down. There's the Tracer just running around, going right around them in the back line, and they can't really do anything. They gotta regroup, and MJ falls up on that by Addison. Here comes the Earth Shadow there, but nothing out of that hook, and still going in the favor of BOFA here. We're gonna see them clear off the point, and looks like they're gonna get this. I don't think there's any outside.
And the whole hog coming in the backfield. Whole hog came in the backfield there a little bit too late from Loki Ryan. Tactical Visor actually came in a little too late as well, and he was immediately focused down. So defense there, unable to get reestablished as they pushed down the last corner. And actually, 6.7 seconds left on the clock here. for the side of BOFA. So no matter what, they get themselves a second attack. Discrepancy, of course, wants to beat them in that time bank fight. So we'll see what they decide to go with. Loki Ryan, of course, on the Roadhog. I can't imagine him playing anything else right now. Hitting hook after hook after hook. This is when I wish we had statistics as spectators, you know, so I could look at his hook accuracy right now, because it's got to be something nutty.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a lot of work on the Roadhog, and I feel like he's the thing you say is not the problem, or, I mean, he's just doing fantastic on Hog. I mean, he is a very capable Zarya as well, as we know, but he's doing great on the Hog. His team just needs to support him a bit more, and as I said before, MJ on the Rhine is a bit iffy, but, I mean, he was doing okay. I mean, I feel like he could have earth-shattered a bit better right there on that defense, but I don't know, maybe he'll do better on offense. But we have Junior going to the Pharah this time, and Freezy going to Soldier, and we're going to see Insert character Galactic going on the Widowmaker for defense. I mean, I wish we'd see that. He probably will switch, but I don't know, it'd be fun to see that. Bearshock probably going to be playing the Lucia right here. Yeah, they're going to Reinhardt. Okay, so let's see what Discrepancy can do on offense. I mean, they definitely have a bit of an advantage. There's BOFA with that time, but I feel like Discrepancy can take it with some time left, so we might see a second round here.
We could only hope. That is, I think that's when things get most interesting here on King's Row, but as they try to push in, Loki Ryan missing what may be the first hook of the map, getting a nice alternate fire there onto the Tracer, onto Bean, but not going to be enough. MJ actually be taken down by a Fire Strike, and they're going to have to back up here. No Reinhardt. But actually, no, Tico getting a nice pick there onto 3, so that's going to be very helpful as they try to push in. Loki Ryan still just trying to get that pick. Hasn't been able to hit the hook just yet this round, but another pick coming in from Tico onto Key to Success, so that is 2 down. That's 1 of their healing gone, and this is when it's going to start opening up. Addison being taken down, Todd, and it's only going to be Insert left. Galactic going to be going down as well, so they've got a couple spawners coming in here for the side of BOFA, but yeah, they are not going to be able to last for very long. Easy going down, Bean going down, Discrepancy coming in very, very fast and taking this first point. They are on pace to make very good time.
Yeah, and something I noticed was Pico was just in the backline, just really just wrecking havoc on the supports, and I mean Freezy, he was not there to keep the Pharah Mercy off of him, and he was just, you know, doing whatever he wants in the backline with the Mercy on him, damage boosted. He's just gonna destroy your backline, and it just, you know, as you said, it started opening up after 2 picks or 3 picks were down on the side of BOFA, but we do see Loki Ryan kind of overextend, but Tico does get that back on Addison, and MJ does get a good pin. A red coming out from Cutie Success, and a Graviton from Todd. Don't see, okay, we see a false bomb, he gets 2. Oh, red coming out from Discrepancy as well, great red there, and they still have numbers in this fight. Great rocket barrage by Tico as well, and it looks like Discrepancy will hold on to the point. Just Todd alive, and yeah, he goes down as well.
Great block there coming out from MJ. You know, we talked about how the Earth Shatters might not have been there that first round, but MJ blocking a huge Earth Shatter there and keeping the Mercy alive there to fly out of the Graviton. So huge play coming in from MJ there. Maybe didn't even mean to, but you know, those are the kinds of plays that make Reinhardt very, very important. But we're going to see them trying to re-engage here. MJ pushing up with the Earth Shatter, probably going to be looking for a chance to land that and open up this defense. And there it is, takes out Insert character, and that's the Earth Shatter coming down onto the rest of the defense behind. The attack buys are coming in from Freezy, going to get, contribute to a kill on Derry, but no, not going to be enough there. The res does come in from Key to Success, though. That's going to put them back in the fight for a couple of seconds longer. And I mean, both supports just trying to keep themselves alive. Todd's still alive out here. Decent charge, so he's going to be putting out a lot of damage, trying to hold on. And actually, they do have spawners coming back in, Insert, but no, there is the rocket barrage coming from Tico, and that's going to be what they needed to push it on through. Key to Success, only the last one to fall. Well, Freezy actually, the last one to fall. All of them sent back to the spawn queue. Now, Discrepancy looking very, very good to push it through here. They don't really have a whole lot as far as ultimates go, but they do have a whole lot of time.
Yeah, and I feel like that res from Success was kind of late. I mean, he didn't get everybody that died there, and he just tried to rest as quickly as he could, and he died, and he's really, really close to that. You see tack fires are coming out from Magna, though. He gets 2, Loki Ryan also getting insert. He gets 3, actually. Addison's looking onto his very good Winston, getting very down in the background. But he looks like he's going to go down on the right side here. They do have the big health pack that he picked up. He's going to be alive for a bit longer, getting up on top for Pico doesn't end up taking him out. And we see Stall coming out from the side of BOFA.
Ooh, and the Earthshatter just getting Freezy down. They do not want that Tracer on the point for too much longer, delaying another good hook coming in from Loki Ryan, clearing everyone off the point here. The Graviton keeps them all stuck on top of it, but that's not really helpful when you can't touch the point and contest. So, unfortunately, unfortunately for the side of BOFA, that is, they blast right through their defense, and they managed to take it with a whole lot of time left in their time bank. 4:53 here going into the extra rounds, and that definitely gives them a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, if you would say a bit of an advantage. I think one thing that really stood out was Tico, and he did not die as much as you'd expect him to. When we saw BOFA switch to double hit scan at one point, they did have a McCree and they did have Freezy on Soldier, and he just wasn't dying. I mean, they weren't really focusing as much as you'd want, and you can't just leave a fair Mercy in the background like that. And he put in the work, and he's getting the picks, and the team was just pushing after that. Really good coordination there to follow up on those picks that Tico was getting on the Pharah.
Well, let's take a look at what BOFA is going to be running here on their attack. They need to break in faster than they did last time. They managed to break in after a couple of attacks, but they can't. They don't have time for that. They really have time for one good push, and then maybe one staggered push after that. So BOFA needs to. I mean, it does look like they're going to do what I think they need to do. They're going to run a strong dive. And just try to get in and take the fight as quickly as possible, I would imagine. Addison on the Winston, going to be just trying to get in there and force this engagement. But MJ missing that backwards charge, not able to get the early pick that would have definitely helped them take a whole lot of time here. But both teams just trying to poke, just trying to see where the opening is. We are going to see Loki Ryan coming around the back here looking for that hook. Does manage to get it onto the Ketis Seth, and again the kills are going to start coming in here for the defense. They take down both supports, and slowly but surely the rest of the team falls from underneath them. And I mean, Todd needs to stay alive, unable to do so. 20 seconds left on the clock here. BOFA, I'm not sure they're going to have time to get in here. They're going to have to just try to blast their way in. They don't have a Lucio right now to get speed boost on, so definitely going to be up to insert character to jump onto the point. Tico, though, going to be taken down early. That's going to help them. Addison managed to jump on. The overtime's going to be starting, and that early pick going to be helpful, but Key Success taken down definitely doesn't help them. Being, however, taking down Bear Shark, so this is still a possibility here for BOFA. They lose Todd, they lose Beam though, no heals available for the side of BOFA right now, and Uza goes down as well. Just going to be insert character and Addison left at the point. Loki Ryan with the whole hog, going to be blasting them backwards, and that is going to be a hold here. BOFA unable to take that first point. Now Discrepancy, I mean, they are in the driver's seat. 4 minutes, 53 seconds to take first point and take King's Row.
If I'm not mistaken, it's just they need to get to 28% to win, if that's how the
you're right. Here we are. I said it. I called it. I called it. We are into my first game of seeing this newfangled percentage system actually matter. So that's going to be very interesting to see, you know, whether they're able to use that mechanic effect. I mean, with the percentage where it's at, it's not a point where you can really like afford a retake type situation. But
yeah, I mean, with 5 minutes, I mean, to get it not even to the first take, I'm gonna say it's pretty impossible. Not 100% impossible. But pretty.
The only way they can really do this is by ensuring that they have as much stall as possible. And it doesn't look like what they're gonna do is look at 4 tanks. So this I think is the answer that BOFA needs. Whether it's enough is going to be another question, but you know, you just need to stagger out your deaths far enough where you know they don't get a chance to have you know, uncontested control of the point. So I think that's what BOFA's going for here. It's their only hope. But we're going to see that same dive coming in from Discrepancy. We'll see where MJ decides to go. Actually, switching onto the Winston rather than the Reinhardt here. So he is going to dive right onto the Reinhardt, see if he can cut off that healing, but unable to really do anything with the bubble. So they just have to back out and go in for another dive. I'm kind of questioning what MJ is doing on this Winston right now. They're going to trade out that kill, and
and there you go. They didn't get on the point.
They didn't get on the point.
They pulled the P9. They did that in the qualifiers and they hit it again. But yeah, I mean that's how quickly it'll go down.
See, it's a completely new mechanic where I didn't even look for it to be happening because I completely forgot that it was like, oh, they're not on the point for 3 seconds and they lose. Wow, that is unfortunate. But yeah, BOFA going to take the loss on this one. Discrepancy going up 1-0 in our series here.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation for BOFA, I feel like any mistake is too much. Their mistake was not getting on the point. But any pick that they take in that situation is as I said, it's too much. They can't afford it. It's pretty much a lost cause at that point. I mean, 28%. And we saw how quickly they just got on the point for like 2 seconds and it was already done.
Right. And I guess, the dive from the Winston, forcing Reinhardt to back up and able to, in order to get the healing that he needed, was enough. He didn't necessarily need to dive on the back lines like we're used to seeing out of a Winston. So definitely good play there from the side of Discrepancy, taking that first map of Kings Row. We'll see where they decide to go next. We got either Ilios or Hollywood, and it's gonna be BOFA actually picking Ilios. I mean, I've seen BOFA, formerly Draconic, play on this map in the past. I think they're very strong on this map. What do you think? Do you think they've got a chance to even up this series here?
Yeah, I mean, this team does BOFA. I start getting used to the name, but BOFA, I mean, it's pretty much the same roster from when I was on it, and we did really, really good against Invigorate, the PWL Invigorate on this map. I feel like they'll be very strong on this map with the Winston that Addison will play. Along with, I haven't seen Frizzy play too much. I feel like he could put in some work on Genji. If he doesn't, then a soldier is always an option, right? So, I mean, I feel like Chico just wasn't being focused enough on the Pharah, and that's their problem right now, focusing the Pharah. As it was always a problem for this team to focus the Pharah, because you can't just leave a Pharah to do work, right? She will always put in the DPS, and she will get picks, if the person playing him is good.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely kind of a trope of a lot of high-level plays. Play the Pharah until the enemy team can prove that they can deal with it. And so far, both are not really proving they have an answer for it just yet. They are running that full dive comp they love. Both teams actually running the dive comp. Looks like we're gonna have nearly mirror comps, although rather than a Pharah, BOFA's running Bean on the Tracer. So we'll see the early dive coming in, trying to take Tico out of the sky. Bear Shark actually taken down very low and taken out of the fight. So Bean getting that first kill, and this might be enough to snowball it in their favor. We'll see whether any picks are able to come in. No, Derry Dan being taken down. That's gonna make that Pharah a lot more susceptible. Junior Tico definitely feeling very vulnerable. Tico just ended up taking a dive there. Maybe a rocket to the face, not quite sure. But, well, Addison's going to be taken down, getting a little bit over-aggressive there. And getting that kill might give them the chance to push back in once they get regrouped here. But BOFA taking the point first, starting that control percentage, ticking up here.
Yeah,
almost having a resurrect up here.
Yeah, they do already have it, which is great. I mean, success is a great mercy. And in that fight, I mean, Bean getting that pick on Bear Shark was huge right there for them. And we already see Lucio going down again for Tico getting that first pick on the Lucio. And it looks like Todd might go down. Yeah, he does go down. Tico putting in work on the Tracer. I mean, MJ is switching off the line to go Zarya right now, and he's doing great so far. Along with Tico, I mean, they're getting the picks in right now, and they are going to take the point. Tico is just going crazy on the Tracer right now. He's getting putting in a lot of work, getting a lot of picks right now, and they took the point because of a 4-pick performance there by Tico.
Yeah, Tico switching on to the Tracer from the Pharah, putting on an absolute clinic there, and helping them take that point. They do have the pulse bomb, going to throw it in, not going to get anything for it, but the Dragon Blade also going to come off of Magna. He does take down Todd with it very quickly, but Magna not going to be surviving that one. Insert character just going to zap him down there, and well, this attack does have another life. They do pull the res. Both are going to be able to push in. The sound barrier does come out from Discrepancy, but MJ getting knocked down into the pit is going to be making him a lot more vulnerable. No shielding now available for him, and yeah, this is going to be BOFA bullying their way onto the point now. Slowly but surely, they're going to get these kills. Tico just trying to stay alive and delay as long as possible. Does manage to get his team all the way up to 44% here on the control meter. But BOFA retaking the point, and I think they have the holds to hold it right now. They've got, well, unless they get back capped right now. But they almost have the Graviton, they've got the Dragon Blade, they've got Primal Rage, and Sound Barrier. On the other side, though, Graviton, Resurrect, and, well, they pull out the Graviton already, and Dragon Blade comes out from BOFA, though. Try to counter this a little bit. The whole hog, everyone is throwing their ult to the wall right now, trying to break into this point. Todd, though, is the only one getting a kill out of that wall. I'm not sure how not any more kills came out of that, but here we go. Now the kills are finally coming in. BOFA getting all of them, and they are going to hold strong to this point, coming up to 90% here. And I'm not sure Discrepancy even has a chance to get back here. They're going to try, though. Winston, they might be able to get here. Yeah, they're going to be able. I did not see Tracer in the background. I thought she had died. Does manage to get on the point and trigger the overtime. They're going to be coming back in here. Graviton, though, comes back in and holds them to that door. They're going to be stuck there, but no kills really coming in for the defense. Just, yeah, BOFA, they do manage Todd with a whole lot of charge.
Wow.
Able to follow up on that and just burn through people. BOFA taking round number 1 here on Ilios.
Yeah, as I said, this team is really, really strong, and it's mostly just Todd right there. You saw him in his Zarya face popping up in the top right a lot. He put in a lot of work on the Zarya. He's a very strong Zarya. Probably top 5, I think, I mean, he gets charged a lot, and when, you know, you don't want to mess with the Zarya full charge, right? So he's very dangerous on Zarya. I mean, pretty much that's his character on this team right now. Nobody takes Zarya from him. That's him. And I mean, the results are there. I mean, he put in the work that round.
Absolutely. I am being reminded that we don't have an overlay on this stream because Mega is streaming from his console. So just a reminder that Discrepancy is the team in red and BOFA is the team in blue currently. But we'll see how these two teams decide to engage against here. We're actually going to see a switch out of Discrepancy. They're going to switch to a more standard triple tank comp. Magna onto the Soldier, 476 now. So they do manage to get the first kill. Loki Ryan getting that kill onto Addison, helping them open this fight up, which definitely a big pick as they remove the speed of this dive comp, but it looks like they're going to be able to just, yeah, there they are, out-muscle the side of BOFA and get onto this point, capturing it first. Insert character able to get the first kill onto Derry Dan for his team, but I don't think that's going to be enough unless they can get the rest of their dive characters back in here. I think they just need to back up here, to be honest.
Oh, Todd is really weak.
I don't know, the kills are still coming in now. I mean, Todd Bean getting these kills traded in now. I mean, both teams still appearing in this kill feed, but I think the only one left here for the side of Discrepancy is, yeah, just Derry Dan, and not going to last very long without anyone else there. Tico going down, unfortunately, to himself. And that's going to be BOFA retaking this point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the heart of the team is pretty much Todd. They need to kill the Zarya. I mean, this is like any team basics for Overwatch. You need to focus Zarya. I mean, she's gonna get charged no matter what happens. And it's so crucial that you take her out as quickly as possible. Loki Ryan getting her to really one shot. We see Graviton coming out from Todd right now. There's both tanks and a Lucio in, and nothing's gonna happen though as Beam was taken out by MJF. Loki Ryan getting a pick on Freezy, and they're gonna get on the point right now. They have the numbers. Res coming out from Key to success. character getting a pick on Derry Dan right now, and the fight is in favor of BOFA right now. Grab coming out from Pico though, and this looks like it's going to turn around now and head toward the side of Discrepancy. Again, Discrepancy is...
They do still have Todd alive here, though. Todd is, you know, a big factor on this Zarya. Able to build up a lot of charge right now. Put a lot of... No, Todd finally going down. That's going to definitely take a lot of the punch out of this BOFA team. So, Discrepancy, yes, going to retake the point. And they do have a couple of ults here. They do have a bit of an advantage. And yeah, those kills coming in right now a little bit late / early into the next fight. Going to make it so that there's at least a little bit of a buffer here that they can build up a little bit more of an ultra advantage here. We do see insert character. Was he on the Winston here? Oh yeah, he has on the Winston. Yeah, we do see a sound barrier coming up, a full bomb as well coming up from Beans. But not going to even give them a chance to initiate the Earthshatter. Comes out very early on there and knocks down pretty much everyone. That's going to be enough for them to pretty easily take that fight. And that's the risk of not running a Reinhardt, I would say, is, you know, you can definitely block Earthshatters with the Winston bubble, but it's a little bit less, you know, as soon as you use your bubble, that's when the enemy Reinhardt knows that he can use his shatter. So, yeah, definitely a huge risk that BOFA was taking by sticking to this dive comp against the Reinhardt. But they're going to come in anyways, and the Dragon Blade comes in. But Deadeye coming in from Magna. No, Magna going to be taken out there. So this might be the opportunity that BOFA is looking for. But however, not able to get anything with their Dragon Blade, and that's going to be 99%, taking up into overtime. Resurrect comes in from BOFA though, so they might be able to hold on here, but no, getting Rez right into the Graviton, and MJ just kind of creating a bit of a blender in this small room, and doing unkind things to the side of BOFA with that hammer.
Yeah, I mean,
that character going to go down, and
we saw Key Res like I think 4 right there, and Todd was so close to Graviton. It must have been really devastating him dying right there, but so close to Graviton. And I think Bean was also he had his ult that was really close. I'm not sure, but they could have had that combo right there, and it could have won him the fight. But yeah, as you said, MJS, man, he was on fire right there in that room. He got like 4 kills. But we did see him kind of pin the Freezy on the Genji right there, but because of sound barrier, he survived, but he ended up killing him though. I found that kind of funny how he pinned the Genji.
Is that what happened with Freezy's blade? I was not able to see what had happened there. Okay, well that is very unfortunate for Freezy. He's actually going to swap onto the Pharah, hoping to God that MJ is unable to hit that sky pin. I think we've seen MJ do it before though, so I'm not, you know, or maybe it was MJ that got sky pinned onto. I can't remember how it went. But anyways, MJ though, Addison getting taken down, Freezy getting taken down right off the bat. That is a pretty convincing early team fight lead here for Discrepancy. And yeah, off of the back of low-key Rhyme. And yeah, they're going to be able to take this point pretty early here. Some very good McCree coming out from Magna. And of course, low-key Rhyme and MJ contributing as well in their own way. Very early, you know, very convincing win early on there.
Yeah, I mean, we see Addison swap to his known Genji, but I mean, he got picked immediately right there, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's a bit rusty with Genji, but I mean, okay, now he's swapping a Roadhog here. We're kind of a similar comp, just running a Pharah, and well, I mean, different healers obviously in the same of the Pharah, but it's the Roadhog and Reinhardt stick to both teams right here.
Well, we are going to see him trying to push in with this trance of Bean. I'm not sure about that. They still have to deal with Tico, who has this Graviton, and the Deadeye coming in from Freezy, just to take out Freezy, rather. Addison is taken out by his counterpart, and the Earthshatter comes in, which should definitely make it a whole lot easier here. Managing to take out Key to Success, denying even the chance of that Resurrect coming up. Key to Success only at 80% so far. And that definitely needs to be coming up a lot faster. They're doing a really good job of taking Key to Success out earlier, and that is, as you would say, the key to success.
Easy to success, yes. They did a really good, push that fight, getting the picks early, but we see Nano Boost coming out, and, I mean, the picks are still in the favor of Discrepancy. I mean, we see, what is it, he switch over to the, lost my words there, he's switching to the Reaper right now, maybe try to counter low-key Ryan, but it doesn't seem to be working. Ultimately, now, the picks are seeming to come out from, BOFA right now. Okay, now Magma shuts down Addison right there. It's gonna be hard for them to get on the point, though. There are still 3 members of Discrepancy. They seem to be regrouping, though. Smart idea from them. The Reaper trying to 1v, low-key Ryan right now. He's kind of just backing off. And the picks are still coming.
But I mean, they're going to be coming back in here pretty quickly. MJ back on the point. The counter charge coming in from insert character, very huge there. But Key to Success taken out again. Has the resurrect almost up, but not going to be able to use it. And only 10% on the board here for the side of BOFA. And it looks like, yeah, they're not going to be able to touch this point. 2-1 here for the side of Discrepancy as they take it right back the other way.
Yeah, we saw, I mean, as you pointed out before, Key to Success, he's known for a good mercy, but I mean, he's been getting picked really in bad times when, he's had res, or he's just, obviously he's the main healer with being on the Lucio. I mean, you don't want to lose your main healer like that before every single fight starts. It just puts your team at such a disadvantage, and, I mean, the DPS will just go off, and low-key Ryan, you don't want to mess with him on Hog. I mean, Magma, you pointed out earlier, doing great on the McCree as well, and obviously the Zarya, we already said, you don't want to put charge on that man, or, I mean, that girl, but still, I mean, Key to Success, he's got to stop dying, and it's really just slowing down the pushes right now for MOBA.
We're actually going to see triple tank with a Reaper coming out now for the side of BOFA. They are definitely trying to mix it up here, see what they can do. Beam switching on to the Roadhog as well. So wholesale changes coming out from BOFA. Gonna see whether this works out for him. The charge comes in from MJ, and so does a kill, taking out Freezy. Low-key Ryan contributing with 2 of his own, continuing to put in work. That is definitely gonna be what they needed. They just gotta clean Addison up. He's gonna be very weak on the point and going to go down. That's gonna be another very early convincing win from Discrepancy. I mean, they're definitely doing a very good job of getting those early picks, getting the first picks in every fight, and just snowballing from there.
Yeah, I mean, we see MJ doing a great job on Reinhardt, and also Magna, as I mentioned, McCree. He's doing great on McCree right now, as he gets been taken up by Freezy, but I mean, he's been hitting the headshots a lot, and it's been causing so much reckless and damage on the side of BOFA, as I said MOFA before, but BOFA. But again, low-key Ryan just seemingly just untouched right now, getting picks left, right, and center, but Freezy switching to Reaper, but still not able to kill him. I mean, I don't know about the Reaper pick if you're not going to go for the tank.
You know, Freezy is taken down there again by low-key Ryan, and that's definitely going to slow down this push. They don't have a major source of DPS. Not only that, Freezy, we are halfway through the round here, and he is actually lower on his ult percentage than the control percentage. So, I mean, at what point do you end up switching? We do see insert character, Key to Success, Todd also taken down. This is going to be another very convincing hold here from Discrepancy, and BOFA running out of time here. I mean, they're down 1-0 in the series, and they are down 2-1 right now on Ilios. Freezy actually going to make the swap onto McCree, being onto the Soldier 76. So, I mean, they're just going for the double hit scan, going for 2-2-2, trying to get in there and get this damage out as quickly as possible. Todd, both Gravitons actually going to come in, as well as the Earthshatter here for BOFA. But all the kills now going the way of Discrepancy. They are still continuing to dominate this fight. Key to Success taken down. Not that the res was available anyways, and this point is going to go the way of Discrepancy, as is the series. 2-0 here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a bit of a nano boost in the McCree action right there. It did get blocked by the Ryan, though. Galactic? Yeah, Galactic. He did block that, but Magna went off at the end there, getting like I think 3 or 4 picks right there. But here, I mean, the MVP of BOFA, it's got to be top of Goose. I mean, he went off on that. You should look at his like charge, man. It's always above 50, and I mean, Zarya above 50. First of all, is dangerous. I mean, like, as I said before, you really don't want to power her up, but they really couldn't get a counter to Loki Ryan. I mean, all that time wasted with Freezy on Reaper, couldn't even get his ult before the point got to like 70%, switching over to McCree, and it was too late at that point.
Yeah, I think the Reaper was probably a good call because they knew they were up against the triple tank. They knew that it had been the answer to their dive comp, so definitely had to swap up. But when you get 2 deaths in, 3 deaths in, then you've been unable to actually get the kind of work done that you expect to get done with a Reaper. Yeah, I feel like if a Reaper's not working immediately, it's not going to work. It's just something you try, and if it works, if you're able to do something with it, then keep it up. But as soon as they have an answer to it, which they did from the very beginning, it's not worth it to run. It's kind of the same thing as a Pharah. You can keep trying to bust your way through double hit scan as a Pharah, but if you're getting destroyed every time, then you're just a waste of a hero.
Yeah, could have put me on Reaper, it would have worked. No. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the Reaper, as you said, it's sort of a one-trick thing. It works, but then they'll find a counter to it. I feel like Reaper is just not as strong as he was before because of the sort of the new characters they added. I mean, Sombra and Orisa. I mean, Orisa's easy to kill, sort of. But I mean, Anna as well. Along with just the fact that he has no mobility. Along with like this meta of getting in there, the dive comp and being aggressive, and it's just not Reaper's way. He's relaxed, he's up in the face, shotguns. He's not this like speedy character. Speedy Gonzalez up in their face, right? So.
Where I think Reaper can be very effective is in a counter dive composition. You run, a Reinhardt, a Roadhog, a Reaper, a McCree. That kind of a counter dive composition where you have those answers to the flankers, you have an answer to a diving Winston, that kind of thing. That's where Reaper can really shine. But unfortunately, yeah, you're completely right. He just doesn't really have that much of a place in the aggressive play style that we see in a lot of these games. And maybe there's an answer to that. I don't know, but Blizzard has they've said they are interested in doing something to Reaper, and I believe that I saw that they have some stuff that they're looking at internally. Nothing on the PTR just yet, and they won't put anything on there until they're sure that it's at least fairly ready to go. But
yeah, I'm very excited for that as well. I mean, I can't wait to see finally Reaper be back. And then you got all these people that were playing Soldier because he got really overpowered, and he's gonna be nerfed, and you got all these people playing Reaper, and you're just gonna have the best Reapers. Like, yeah, I mean, I was a Reaper main from season 1. Like, sit down. But yeah, we're gonna see the the next game set up here. It's looking like obviously Calamity and Sinister right here. I haven't seen these two teams play before, but I mean, are you expecting to dive? And I am.
I mean, it's just the dominant meta right now. I think it'll depend a lot on the type of maps we see. I believe we're getting something coming through the Discord right now about I'm assuming about our map pool, but I think if we see King of the Hill, it's obviously a game mode where it's very popular to run that aggressive dive comp and get in on top of the other team. But of course, if we see any kind of escort map, those are the types of maps where we do tend to see teams going with more of the Reinhardt, somewhat more of a static comp. So I think it will depend on our map pool coming in here. And then again, there's some payload maps out there. Like I think Watchpoint Gibraltar is one of the best Winston maps in the game. So running a dive comp, like a Pharah Genji dive comp on Watchpoint Gibraltar can be extremely successful. So I mean, I think we'll just have to see what our map pool is, and of course I'm in the same boat. I have no idea what either of these two teams has to throw at us, what any of the players are going to be, coming in with their hero pool. So, going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's interesting. I want to see if there's anyone like I know from like season one days like that. If there's anyone like that on the team who it's new players. I mean, I'd love to see new players, do well. It's always good to see new teams and new players do well on their respective teams. And I feel like these two names are relatively new. I might have heard of Sinister. Maybe I don't really think so, but I mean I want them to surprise us, So I mean, hopefully they got what it takes, Let's see what they got.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree. We are here to watch some interesting Overwatch. Whether it's the people watching at home or me yelling at my TV. But
Yeah,
we are being informed that the next game is going to start at around 9 Eastern. So in about 8 minutes. I'm just going to take a,
yeah,
a quick minute to run upstairs, grab some water, rejuvenate for just a minute here. Um,
yeah.
I'm Gold Streams, joined by my co-caster. Is it John or Jan?
Just Jan.
Jan. Okay,
Yeah,
it's Jan.
yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I saw on I can't remember what page it was, but I saw your name, your team name was Jonathan for when you were on.
Yeah,
It was on Twitter. I saw the Draconic when Draconic
yeah,
picked you guys up. It said
yeah, yeah,
Jonathan.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah, yeah, people mess it up all the time. It's just life.
I
But
got you, man.
yeah,
I got you. My name is Shane with a Y, and I've been called just about everything other than Shane, my entire life. So I totally understand. But people at
yeah,
home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so as we get ready for the next game. And yeah, see you in just a
yeah. All
few.
right, man. Yeah. Alrighty, so lonely here, but yeah, I mean this new meta. I mean, I want to take a minute to just talk about the new meta that we're obviously seeing in a lot of teams. Recently we're seeing like the Winston, the Genji, Tracer, and maybe a Soldier, or depending who the players are, a Fair Mercy with the Lucio, right? We're seeing all this like dive, aggression, very, very aggressive comp right now, and it's really hard to defend. I mean, I see a lot of teams struggling, and with my own past as well, struggling to counter that. We've seen people try Hog. I mean, Loki Ryan. I mean, from the last game, just incredible Hog. He's putting in so much work. But we've seen Reaper. Freezy trying to play Reaper did not work for them. But I mean, depending who it is playing Reaper and how good the other team is coordinated, it could work, but I don't know. And I feel like it all matters about coordination. We see teams saying like, the Winston is going to call out or the Tracer is going to call out who we're going to die first, right? So you got the Tracer, the Genji, and the Winston all on one support. I mean, if it's a Zen, I mean, goodbye to you. You have no chance against three. You got a Winston. First of all, I don't know if you'll be able to kill just a Winston by itself, but then you got a Genji and a Tracer on you. Then you go to the next hero, then the next. It's just that system of working your way through the whole roster or the whole player, or the whole team, sorry, and just picking them off one by one, diving on them. Then you go to the next guy, then Lucio, then maybe the DPS, then the tanks, the Zarya. You just want to focus all those characters at once, and it's overwhelming. It really is, and you need like a character that really just shells out a lot of DPS in one shot, and that is Roadhog. I mean, if you're a good Roadhog, I mean, it could counter dive comp really, really easily. If you're a solid Roadhog and you need solid DPS to keep shooting the shield, because now they made the shield, being able to be deployed quicker, it is going to be harder for teams to kill Winston, and it's just making this dive comp feel the fire for the dive comp, and really we have no answer right now for it, but bruh. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about dive comp. That's fine. Um, but yeah, I mean, dive comp is very very strong, and I don't know. I don't think we'll see it fade away for some time. I don't know about, you know, how the future obviously is for comp wise, but I mean this dive comp is looking really strong right now. So yeah, I'm gonna take a real quick breather. I mean my boy Mega just messaged me that Calamity's in a game right now, so we're just gonna take a break real quick. So I'll be right back.
Oh, maybe we don't have our teams in here just yet. I'm at least back here. Ooh.
I'm just gonna get something to drink.
Hello?
Yeah, I know, but I have to go back in like 1 minute. This is
We
yeah, I
can hear
know.
you, Jan.
This is the last game.
Jan, we can
It'll
hear
take
you.
like yeah, last check before I.
Jan, we can hear you.
these burritos.
No problem. Bigger Haas.
Bigger
Sli-
Haas. Slightly.
Large Haas.
Slightly.
Mm.
Thick Haas.
Thick
Thicker
Haas.
Haas. Shorter but thicker Haas.
Oh my god.
Pretty much like. Do you think your dad's high cortisol?
Yeah, oh definitely.
Young high. High as well.
Yeah, we are on stream now, so I probably shouldn't be talking about my dad's cortisol levels.
Alright. That one's not a nail biter. You always know
Oh
what's
my
coming.
god. I loved your comment on the.
Oh gosh. I just like want to make that a thing. That's like one of your things. Like Mariana's.
If I ever get partnered on Twitch, it'll be one of my emotes.
Yeah. Like make it into this one's gonna leave a slight indent on your on your front right tooth, folks.
Wow.
Over a long period of time, folks. This is gonna degrade your right front tooth, folks. This is gonna be a nail biter.
Hey, where Kale? I
yeah.
see finally getting that gold
Icy.
border.
Icy suspect too. Probably gonna get pocketed, but you know.
Icy's had the gold border for like a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
But
wow, look at his hours in season 1. Jesus, he has more hours on me in season 1 than my own character. God.
I think I had like 9 hours in season 1 total.
Wow.
Which is 100. Oh
He has
my
119 on just
Oh
Reaper.
my god. 340 hours in season 3. We talk about that. And then quick play, 349 hours. This
Oh
guy.
no, I was looking at wins. Oops.
This guy.
I've seen somebody with like a 2,000 hours. I think his name is Twisted Fate, I think.
Icy has put in the time on this game, that's for sure.
I mean, at least he's good.
I guess I do know a couple members of this Calamity team.
Yes, Monkey Money. I've seen V Majoris and Comp. Not that Madman. I haven't seen him. Maybe Priscilla and Raquel. You know, it's just Raquel.
Mercy Mains. Mercy Mains. Madman though. Madman looks like well, we could see a lot of him. I think Madman's probably going to be playing just a DPS role in general. Most of Madman's time throughout the seasons has been on Genji and Roadhog. But looking at this season, actually has 12 hours on Junkrat as well. So maybe we could see our favorite Australian. Well, I think our favorite Australian is probably a Roadhog. My favorite Australian is Junkrat. I hate Roadhog. Yeah, you guys can love Roadhog. My personal favorite Australian is Junkrat. So we're gonna hope he goes with that one. Madman, but Priscilla, we're gonna check out. See what
just by the name,
runs.
probably a healer.
Hey,
No,
that's
Reinhardt?
sexist. Kidding. No, Reinhardt. yeah. Look at you. You thought Priscilla was gonna be a Mercy main. No, look at that. Reinhardt, Genji, whole lot of time on Genji in seasons 1 and 2. And wow.
Wow, look at these people, man. Okay, there we go. V
Tryhards,
Majoris
man.
is no, like quick play. V Majoris, 26 hours on Reaper, but then he doesn't play Reaper at all. Oh no, he played. Oh my god, he played in season 1 so much Reaper. Season 2 as well, and then he stopped. I love people that play Reaper. It's just sad that never be as good as I am. Just sad. I'm washed up right now.
Oh no. Reaper mains of the world. Jan's calling you out.
Yeah. No, I was playing on like one of my friends' accounts. Like he wanted like he's like from my school, right? And he's asking me to play with him. So I had to like make another account. So he gave me this other account that he was on, and he went on his like actual account that he wants to level up on. So I was playing, right, and there's this Reaper man on the other team. He had 5 stars, and like he had gold shotguns with like the Blackwatch skin, like the ugliest skin. And I was like, I got so triggered. I went to Reaper and I just dicked on this. Oh, I can't say that. Well, okay. Like I ah,
Self, sir, but you're a diamond now too. So
I am a diamond now. Yes, due partially to decay as well as just me throwing in comp. Just I cannot solo queue. I got to 4100 solo queuing, but then after I decayed to like 3590, I started playing a bunch by myself, thinking it'll be easy just to climb back up. It is not easy.
yeah,
It's so hard to get back to, like I try to carry with Hog, with Zarya, with Reinhardt. I've even tried to play just a bunch of DPS. I played healer one time. We still lost. Like I don't know. I just don't know.
that's the thing is
People,
I think that a lot of people who say, you know, that there is no elo hell, and I'm not saying that there is or isn't, you know, an elo hell, but I do think that there is a very real factor that a lot of people who are in diamond and even low masters have to deal with, and that is that just by the nature of the ranking system, people who are lower ranked end up into those ranks. And as a result, you know, you don't always get the people who actually have the game sense. They might have the mechanical ability, but they don't have the game sense. And
Mhm.
you know, as a result, you know, it's not an even game. That's the reason I just don't really enjoy competitive all that much. It's just kind of a coin toss. If you have the side that actually has the people who want to work together and, you know, are willing
And then you
to
add Smurfs and yeah,
right,
it's a big
all
mess.
all that other stuff. Anyways, we do have our teams together here. Calamity and Sinister. We're gonna have Calamity is gonna be on the blue team, Sinister on the red team. Sinister, I don't know if you saw any names that you recognized there. I saw none, so
I
Sinister
actually didn't even
completely
get to
new
see
to me.
because I was throwing on my phone. But I'll take a look right now. I'll take a peek, a little gander of who's on Sinister. Okay, so I think I've heard of Deathstroke. Maybe I don't know the other people. Okay, no, I haven't.
Yeah, Deathstroke is the only name that seems somewhat familiar to me, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why it seems familiar to me. Uh, he
Yeah,
does have, you
I
know,
don't know.
a bunch of numbers after his name, so always possible that there are plenty of Deathstrokes in this world. But we'll see what these two teams decide to go with here as they get set up.
Yeah, I mean, Deathstroke, he plays Reaper. I respect that. I think. Yeah, he could play Reaper. I'm just okay. Yeah, I respect this man. He plays Reaper. So yeah, I mean, we're seeing
Play
a
nice,
Reinhardt.
play
Okay, yeah, so we're seeing a Hanzo. We're actually seeing a Hanzo. That's a first.
Yeah, well,
But
both
yeah,
teams going to be pushing this high ground here, and that early diamond coming in from Patera, trying to get onto, you know, his first kill. But the hook comes in actually from Meatwagon, able to get Majoris there pretty early on, and that is going to be the time to go. Deathstroke charges in, not able to get anything from it, but at least going to be creating some space. Icy Suspect, however, turning around, getting the kill onto Lafarasi, so that actually might be what they need to turn around here. Madman contributing as well as Monkey. And yeah, the numbers now going the way of Calamity, as they're going to be able to take this point as long as they stand on it for long enough. And Calamity, yeah, going to take the point first. Icy Suspect doing a lot of work, getting the Rocket Barrage up already. Werkel also has the res as well, so already with an ult advantage here after that first fight.
yeah. I mean, we did see Sinister get a pick right there with Meat Wagon hit the Lucio, but they couldn't really make anything out of it. And you see Madman really continue to go in right there. And I see, wow, great ult right there from IC.
Huge rocket barrage, huge rocket barrage. Pulse bomb comes in as well. I think they might have, well, they still have 3 ults to the 1 ult for the side of Sinister. Only the Resurrect available from Toxic Killer. I hear the Majorist with that new boop voice line from Lucio. Definitely enjoying that one. There's Sinister going to form up down on this bottom side here and try to just push on the point. They do have, oh no, not on the 3 tanks yet. Blood Knives gets taken out immediately there from Icy Suspect, and that should be what it takes. Madman gonna go whole hog here, as well as the Primal Rage coming in from Priscilla. So kills still going the way of Calamity. They don't quite have the Toxic Killer hasn't been able to get that Resurrect off, and hasn't really had an opportunity quite yet, but 75% almost on the board here for Calamity, and Sinister running out of time here to turn this round around.
Yeah, we do see a hammer down for Deathstroke, my boy, Reaper. But yeah, he's playing around, he's got the hammer down. We do see, again, as you said, Toxic Killer, not using the res right there, but he does have it. They gotta use it this fight. I mean, they gotta use it to get out of this room right now that they're gonna have trouble getting out of. But yeah, they're gonna charge down to the point, but Icy's getting 2. There's the res coming out, so this fight is still even. Icy's uncontested right now, 2 picks, 3 picks in the favor of Calamity. Oh. 4 picks, they're just going up and on this. Yeah,
Icy just absolutely running through the side of Sinister there. 1-0 there for the side of Calamity. But yeah, that was absolutely the Icy Suspect show there. Putting in work from the very beginning. I don't think Werekill even needed to use the Resurrect that entire time. You know,
yeah,
definitely good play on all cylinders from Calamity. Madman actually switching onto the Orisa at the end of that. Always fun to see my new favorite Omnic, and hopefully Madman stays on.
Yeah, it's Orisa. She's pretty cool. Obviously people are still learning how to play her, but you know, it'll come along with Sombra. It took her time though, people learning how to play Sombra, but you know, hopefully it's easier with Orisa. She is a very difficult character by the looks of it. I mean, her L2 ability, the I forgot what it's called, like the halt, I think, is you can pull everyone together, right? It's very strong. I mean, if you have a very coordinated tracer, I mean, a pulse bomb and that, it's like every 8 seconds you have a mini graviton. But yeah, we're gonna see both teams. We see the Winston jumping in. We do see Priscilla jump in. He's about to pick the Lucio out. Yeah, Lucio was down. They have 1 pick, 2 picks. There's Monkey on the Mercy, 3 picks. We do see Knives get a pick on Madman on the Orisa, sadly. He just go down, but they do take the point, Calamity, and great showing there from, I think it's their first time playing. I haven't seen them play before, but yeah, they're doing great right now, so, you know.
Yeah, definitely a strong new team here for us to be seeing the Madman sticking on that Orisa despite the early death. And actually, this is where Orisa I think is going to be really strong, is when you're defending these zones. Not quite sure, you know, how she fits into the meta just yet, but you know, this is what has been working for him so far. Monkey able to get the first go on the Deathstroke. Raven taken down as well. Knives actually gets 1. Taking down Icy Suspect out of the tray. Icy hasn't been quite as much of a factor in this round as he was in the last round, but Rez comes in, Werekill finally using that ultimate, and Calamity holding strong here, getting up to 40% on the control meter, and continuing upward. Sinister unable to really get anything going for him just yet, and once again, they've been held back up to 50% here on the control meter. They don't have any ult available for them just yet. So definitely gonna have to come in and find some way to get an early pick or something. But yeah, I just don't think Meat Wagon has really done much for them on this Roadhog since that initial pick of the last round. Icy Suspect getting onto Ravencrow there, taking that first pick. Monkey as well getting the kill. Toxic does have the Resurrect available, so that is going to come in here, picking both of those 2 up, getting them back into full strength, but they don't have any kills just yet. The Supercharger coming in now from that Madman, and the kills coming in on top of it. Deathstroke does take out the Supercharger, but the damage is already done. and they're just gonna run through him. Deathstroke taken down finally as well. Sinister unable to do anything so far on this point. They do have the Deadeye and the Earthshatter, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. Icy Suspect hiding in this room behind them here, looking for the Graviton right onto Knives as he pops the Deadeye, getting 4 with the Rocket Barrage. Holy cow, Icy Suspect. You know, I said he wasn't much of a factor there, but proving me wrong at the end. 2-0 here for the side of Calamity.
Yeah, I mean, Icy just, you know, he's like, I ain't taking that for an answer. He just comes back and gets 4 right there with the sneaky little rocket barrage right there. But great job by the side of Calamity right now, kind of just running through Sinister, and they really have nothing to like counter the you know, the comp that Calamity is like running. I mean, they, we did see Knives kill Icy like twice, I think, that round, so that's why maybe he wasn't much of a factor, but he did come back right there and did get that big Graviton Barrage combo. But I feel like the whole DPS side of Calamity is coming through while Icy is not there right now, so I mean, they are coming through. You see Monkey was doing great on that Tracer, and also Madman was doing great on the Winston, and you see Priscilla go to Genji right now. Oh yeah, he swapped for the Winston.
Yeah, Priscilla
doing great on that.
Triple DPS now coming out for the side of Calamity, and it's paying off so far. 2 kills coming in. Raven actually gonna get one onto Majoris, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Well, Farasi gets one on the Monkey as well, so that might be a chance for them at least to take this point, but no. It's gonna be Madman diving on here, taking out Madman and Icy and everyone contributing to that. Priscilla as well, getting on the kill feed at the end there. Calamity taking it a little bit, you know, longer, drawn out of a fashion that they have been, but taking it nonetheless here. Not up to any ults quite yet, but wow, Icy Suspect falling into the you know, sometimes you gotta question.
Yeah. I don't think he can. He could have hung with the pressure there. And, you know, he just had to like refresh his body or self. But here we go. The fight's going on right now. Meatwagon does pick off Madman though, so this could be a push. Rarecal goes down by Knives. They don't have the res available right now. It's only 80%. Icy does get Meatwagon. Icy gets Knives as well. Icy is not dying right now on the Pharah. Then the Icy again, ulting Toxic and Farasi. Just great show from Icy right now, and he's about to kill the Pharah too. He does. Oh no, still great job there by Icy.
Yeah, despite putting his team at a disadvantage there at the beginning of that fight, Sinister unable to take the fight quickly enough, and you know, as a result, Icy got back, laid in some rockets, got the rocket barrage off, did a whole lot of work there. But Sinister going to be coming in here, trying desperately to get in. They do have a few ults coming online right now, a couple more very close as well, but already kills going the way of Calamity, as yeah, the Monkey actually switching on to number 3. Guy coming in from Knives right now, but not going well. Going to actually get both support. I thought they had they were behind cover there, but Kale unable to get quite behind the pillar, unfortunately. And yeah, Sinister finally able to take the point off of the back of that Deadeye. Knives able to pick up both the healers. Where Kale very, very close to you know, being able to get behind this pillar up on the top left or top right side rather, and you know, get that resurrect off, but
I am the rocket
not quite there. See a couple of ults for them coming in here. Priscilla with the Dragon Blade. Rarecal still has that resurrect. Both sides of the resurrect actually, but definitely favoring the side of Sinister here. But that's gonna not help them win this next fight. Suspect knocking Deathstroke off. The Dragon Blade coming in, getting Knives. A nice job by Icy Suspect taking Toxic Killer out. Should help them win this fight. The sound barrier did come in from La Farasi, but that's not going to be enough, I don't think, to... Not going to hold on for him very long. We are going to be up to 90% here for the side of Calamity, and they just need to hold on, stop them from getting onto the point. I think they are going to be able to touch the point at the very least, but this Rocket Barrage comes in, makes it kind of hard. Icy Suspect is going to be taken down though. Legendary Knives taken down as well. Kill still going both ways, but again, I don't think they're going to be able to hold on. Numbers are going the way of Calamity here, and Ferrasi going to be the last one left alive here, just delaying, trying to buy time at overtime. We do see Meatwagon coming back in, getting a hook and the whole hog out. Does manage to take one, but not going to be enough. 3-0 on Nepal, going the way of Calamity.
Yeah, we saw a bit of a battle mercy there by Workhouse, looking up the pistol. You know, but yeah, I mean, a great showing by Calamity. I'm pretty sure this is their first game. Correct me if I'm not, but a great showing as their first game. The man of the hour right now, Icy. Look at this smooth ult from behind, and you know, the triangle, and you know,
wow,
right there.
Wow,
great out there by Icy with that gold border, looking fine right there. He's got the 14 garage kills, but yeah, I mean, that match was really heavily one-sided. I mean, Sinister did take the point once, I believe. If it was once that they took the point, and it was that last round right there. But Calamity, great showing. They did amazing, and I feel like one of the reasons was because Icy wasn't dying as much. I mean, the second round he died twice, but the other rounds he was just alive and well, and you know, able to do what he wants. On except for that one part where he killed himself, sadly. But you know. He like came back and you know with a vengeance, and you know you gotta take out Icy. I mean, we've seen double hit scam played against him, and he's you know powered through with the Pharah and lived true to his word. You know, playing the Pharah, but you know he does great on the character that he plays. I mean, way more than the whole game on, for me at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, absolutely. You know, proving to be a major factor in that last game. Not even really giving the rest of his team a chance to put in the work for most of it. So, Icy continuing to be a star on this new team. And, you know, of course, we do see Kale switching as well, going along with Icy. And, you know, that particular Pharah Mercy combination is very, very deadly. Picking on Kale in the chat right now, not even getting a chance to use that resurrect for most of the game throughout. Yeah, it just didn't really have any real need to. I don't think there was only one or two times where they lost the members where a resurrect would have even been useful. So you know, just good job all around from the side of Calamity holding on there. We are switching colors, so Calamity is going to be red, Sinister now in blue. Calamity is going to be attacking first as we go on to Eichenwald, which, if things go the way they did last map, is going to be our last map of the night. I'm personally hoping not. I hope Sinister comes out of the gates here, ready with an answer, please, with an answer to Icy Suspect on this Pharah.
Yeah.
And they deal with her being the Pharah. But you know what I'm saying? I just hope that they are able to make this an interesting series.
Yeah, I really want to see a series that I cast go to a third game. I don't think it's ever happened before. I don't think it's ever happened. It would be great. We're always having to do a mini interview or take a break or, you know, ramble on or something. I mean, when you were gone, I was talking about how dive comp works and, you know,
just fill in the air, man. Just fill in the air.
Yeah.
You don't want people to be bored and go away, but yeah, we will see. I expect to see the exact same thing here out of Calamity. They were running the dive comp very effectively. You know, obviously, you want to do things that work around Icy Suspect on that Pharah, and the dive comp with the Winston, with the Tracer getting in there. If you can hit a rocket from a mile away, and you get on top of that target afterwards with the rest of the dive, that they're going to be annihilated. They are going to be switching up, it looks a little bit. Maybe Priscilla going to be on the Pharah. Icy Suspect showing the Genji right now. I don't expect them to be running... Maybe they are. They're going to be running 4 DPS here. I'm not sure whether they'll stay with this as long as, you know, if it doesn't work, but we'll see. We'll see how this works for them here. First one's going to fall is going to be, Majora's Meatwagon getting a nice shot there. And, I don't think they're going to be able to stick with this. They at the very least need to switch to a Reinhardt so that they can push in with a little bit of shielding. Otherwise, Meatwagon is just going to have free hook after free hook. And Work actually switching now onto the Sombra. So
She gets a pick though. She gets a pick.
yeah, and somehow, despite not having, you know, I underestimated the side of Calamity here. They are getting the kills. Priscilla coming in on the Pharah as well, doing a lot of work. Getting
Okay.
full support there.
They are playing South Korea.
With yeah, this is definitely following in the South Korea model of doing things. Although we saw a similar thing in the amateur gamers tournament last week with Saucy Squad running 4 DPS. I think they actually ran 5 DPS at one point. They ran what I called the Saucy Support Squad, where they had 4. They had 5 supports, including Symmetra. It was they, you know, when in those early rounds of the tournament, they were a little bit out mismatched. So Meatwagon, however, getting a pick onto Werekill there. That's going to at least slow them down a little bit. But no, Priscilla getting the kill on Toxic, and of course Icy Suspect coming in with a Dragon Blade as well. Oh, gets taken down though. A nice flashbang from Knives going to shut that Dragon Blade down. But again, I don't think it's going to be enough. They are still rolling this forward. Unable really to get any sort of handle on this defense here, and just the sheer DPS strength coming out from Calamity is too much for Sinister right now.
Yeah, this is humorous watching the 5 DPS, 1 healer work. I guess it's 4 DPS and actually no, 3 DPS, 2 defense heroes, and 1 healer. But you know, 5 DPS and 1 healer. It's funny to watch, but it's also like it shouldn't be working, and it is. But I mean, it shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta feel kind of bad for Meatwagon because he's hitting these hooks, man. He's like, you know, he's getting kills for Seed Knives as well. They're both kind of doing some work, but I don't know what it is. Raven Pro being taken down by that scatter arrow. They're just completely unable to, you know, get the kills before the side of Calamity does, and as a result, you know, it doesn't matter. They're just throwing team comp out the window, and I would say outskilling the side of Sinister. Again, Meatwagon with another hook, but the damage is not there to follow up, and he is just getting bullied back by everybody here, taken out by a concussion mine. The Riptide are going to come out as well from Madman. Not able to get anything with it, but I mean, this attack has been absolutely devastating so far. Sinister rather, unable to stop us at all. The Sound Barrier are going to be coming out, finally getting those ultimates online, going to give them a chance to stall just a little bit longer, and Meatwagon continuing to get hooked. So I guess, you know, all they need to do is just find a chance to slow it down long enough, but Icy Suspect pulling the Dragon out, unable to get anything done with it. The Resurrect comes out, though. Toxic Killa taken out by the Rocket Barrage is going to mean that they have the ability to move forward with these permanent kills. They still have a couple minutes left, but Knives taken out.
Monkey is kind of putting in work on the Widowmaker. It's just okay, not as you guys, but yeah, I remember him from comp a lot. He played a lot of Widow, and he's very good, and he's very annoying as well on Widow.
Already got that that infrasight up, and I'm pretty sure he just switched. So keep an eye over the back of Monkey here. See if we can get any kicks going here. Unfortunately, with a Diva up against you, going to be kind of difficult to you know, to get anything done with the Widow, but we'll see whether he's able to get any picks. But in the meantime, neither team, we're just going to see Calamity just trying to get set up outside. I think this is where they need to start considering a swap. You know,
yeah,
it was funny. It was a lot of fun early on, but you know, well, never mind. Icy sucks at getting the kill onto Knives there, and maybe that's the opening they need. Another kill coming in as well, and Priscilla with a Deadeye takes 2 down, including Toxic Killa. Meatwagon taken down here. Deathstroke out of the mech, taken down. That is going to get them pushing forward here. Sinister still in this, still has a chance. Knives coming out with the Deadeye, almost available. The Riptide are coming in though, and is it going to get anything? I'm not quite sure. Going to be trying to take someone out of the mech here, but no. Taken down before the explosion goes off. But the EMP coming in from Kale, gonna give them the chance to keep moving in. Deathstroke out of the mech now. Toxic Killer taken down as well. No Resurrect. Toxic has not been able to use it, I don't think, at all this entire defense. And the kills still going the way of Calamity. This is what they're gonna need. The Dragon Blade coming out for good measure from Icy Suspect. They managed to push it in here with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. Calamity, I mean, just absolutely putting on a clinic, despite having the 4 DPS throughout that entire attack. I mean, Sinister unable to stop him. Unable to stop him.
It was humor, and it worked. As I said before, they pulled a South Korea. You know, just playing around with the comp, you know, playing characters where, you know, you're not trying so hard, you know what I mean, but like, yeah, I feel like the problem with, I was gonna say what you said before, with, oh my god, I'm blanking out right now, but, yeah, my bad, but like, the problem with them was, it was just like, they couldn't really focus, and as you were saying, they couldn't get the res off with Toxic on the Mercy. Couldn't really res, really, I guess. I mean, they were getting sort of some picks. Like, once in a while, you were seeing them get a pick, but it wasn't enough. They just had to group up together and like just play as a team. Like, I feel like they were kind of separate, trying to fight their own battles and not stay as a team. And you know, that the 5 DPS came and just, you know, ran right through them.
We are seeing 4 support. Okay, maybe Monkey's gonna switch off, but maybe, okay, Icy gonna switch off as well. For a second, I thought we were gonna see 4 supports coming out from the side of Calamity. I'm down for it, you know, if they want to do it. Well, we are gonna see 3 supports. Monkey staying on the Ana, Joyous on Symmetra, Werekale on Mercy. Only tank is going to be Priscilla on the Orisa. They've got Madman on the Bastion and Icy Suspect on the Hanzo. Very interesting defensive comp coming in here from Calamity. We'll see whether it works out for them. Sinister basically is going to have to get in here, take out this Bastion, and that's going to be the answer, I think. But they're already going to be diving in pretty aggressively, trying to get on here. Meatwagon able to take out Icy, but Majoris taking Deathstroke out of the mech. Gonna definitely take a little bit of a punch out of this attack, and Madman taking Raven down on the Bastion. 2 ticks already going the way of Sinister as they got on the point pretty quickly, but I don't think that, yeah, it's not going to go their way. Madman readjusting, backing up, getting a whole lot of work done there on the Bastion at the end. And Teleporter already online from Majoris right now. They are looking like they're going to be able to hold very strong here, despite their very interesting composition.
Yeah, I mean, Madman just, as you said before, went in and Icy. They're getting 2 picks on, oh, Icy, what am I saying? Raven. I'm just throwing right now, but no, Raven on the Hanzo. He had 2 hunters, but Icy went back to the combo. But oh, the teleporter's down. I mean, well, actually got the teleporter, so they could push in and possibly get this, and it looks like it's gonna.
But Majoris is still alive. Look at all the work that Majoris is doing, just going through the entire side of Sinister on the Symmetra, microwaving everybody trying to get in there. Oh my lord, between Majoris and Madman, nobody getting past this this cancer comp, as many would call it. Majoris already almost up to another teleporter. Gonna be getting that up. They do definitely have the answer for it. I mean, they've got a whole lot of ability to get in the back lines here, but Majoris gets that teleporter up. Gonna be night. Oh, Raven taking out Majoris on the way back here, so 2 charges going to be gone as Priscilla and Majoris going to have to go through that thing to get back onto the point pretty quickly here. Kills still going the way of the offense, though, going to mean that they have a chance to get onto the point. And, I mean, if they are able to do so, then they might actually, you know, they might be able to cap it. But, of course, Icy and Madman continuing to do work. And nobody's getting to this point. Raven doing what he can on the Hanzo, but you know, not going to be enough. We do have Madman setting up. He's got that new evil Bastion skin, and he definitely seems pretty evil to the side of Sinister right now. They are unable to push through this. look at the ultimates here available for the side of Calamity, or both sides actually. We're definitely going to see a whole lot of fireworks coming into this next fight. The self-destruct coming in the back lines, not able to get anyone, but both teams trading a kill out so far. The supercharger coming in though from Priscilla. The red comes in for the offense, as well as this Deadeye from Icy. I mean, both teams throwing everything they have at this fight, and you know, they were running out of time here for the side of Sinister to try to break through. It looks like though they are finally going to do it. They've got 3 on, and yes, they do finally cap out the point. Teleporter unable to help them out there. Majoris does have it in the pocket, but unable to get it down in time to get the team back. So. At first point, take from Sinister, finally.
Yeah, it took them a while, but they got it. I feel like the shield generator is, yep, that's what we got. No, they got the TP, never mind. I thought a shield generator would have been more helpful, but maybe they just want to, you know, contest this point. I mean, we do see Priscilla get some picks on the Pharah, or maybe just get the D.Va. Yeah, he just got the D.Va, but they can push in, I know, and Madman is continuing to do so much work on the Bastion. This is so funny just to watch the Bastion just holding R2 right now and just getting the feed, you know, the quad, the triple, all that. You know, it's funny to watch this. I mean, it's good they cap the point, but I like seeing like comps that, you know, are like this. They just, you know, throw comp out the window.
They're having fun. They're having fun, yeah. That's for sure. Icy getting pushed by Deathstroke, and that probably is going to be enough for him to be pushed down. But now the teleporter being located by Deathstroke, at the very least, going to give them, you know, the chance to come after it. And Deathstroke up to 70% on that ult means that, despite being taken down right now, that means the teleporter is probably not belong to this world. They are going to be doing everything to take it down. Of course, with this Calamity defense, you know, I'm not sure they're going to be able to. Deadeye coming in from Icy, getting 2 there off of that revive. Meatwagon tends to take down Majoris, but not going to be enough. Knives takes down the teleporter as well. Meatwagon pulling out the whole hog, but I think it's going to be all for nothing. Does manage to take out Monkey and Werekale. Both supports gone. Well, two of the 3 supports gone, rather, for the side of Calamity. But even with that, he's going to go down. And, yeah, Sinister not able to really get anything lasting going here. Ooh.
Yeah, nice out there by Priscilla. Yeah, I mean, as you said, they really can't get any team push going right here, and if they don't, you know, group up and work team soon, I mean, the series is gonna end with a 2-0, which I really don't want. I want to go to a 3 series, but yeah, I mean, Sinister just couldn't really get anything going. I mean, they are getting picks from left. Sometimes they're getting picks, but I don't think they can just group up off that. And there's another pick by Meatwagon. I mean, they are getting kills, which is...
This might be what they're looking for. Icy Suspect with the Deadeye, but I don't think he's going to get anything with it. He's kind of in an awkward position for McCree to be. But Priscilla coming back in, getting 2, and this is going to be the retake that they're looking for. The self-destruct only takes Werekale down, but that actually might be kind of big. A lot of healing gone here. But I don't think it matters. Madman, completely uncontested on this Bastion so far. Meatwagon actually going for a dive there. Dragonblade coming out from Knives, trying desperately to keep this moving. Not able to take down Madman, and it's just going to be Deathstroke left alive in the D.Va suit on this payload. I don't know how long this is going to last. Deathstroke out of the mech. Going to be the last one left here for the team. Rocket Barrage and Symmetra there going to take him out, and that is going to be Calamity taking this map and the series 2-0. Couple of...
You see IC right in the rail right there, he said that? That was kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, as you said before, it was just the story of the series. I mean, Calamity, yeah. Calamity just, sorry, lost my wording there again. I keep confusing the teams for some reason, but no. Calamity's the one I'm trying to talk about. But Calamity, they were, like, I mean, this is, I think they're, as I said, I think this is their first game. But they did really, really good to keep Icy alive, and, I mean, this game they were just, you know, messing around with the comp, right? But, the game on Nepal, they were doing really good with, Icy on the Pharah. I mean, he's known to be such a great Pharah, and the fact that they were working with that really strongly, and they really just they crushed it, man. They did really good.
Absolutely, Calamity coming. You know, I'm not sure what team was it that Icy and Kale were on before. I'm
It
blanking on
was
that.
on MJ's team. If I'm not mistaken. Icy Suspect was on MJ's team, and then I think Rare Cow was on One Trick.
Okay, okay, so couple of couple of different teams losing very important members actually, because I remember these two names because of how important they were to their teams before. So definitely going to be interesting seeing the shakeup that those swaps create in the AWL. But those are our games for tonight. Calamity winning 2-0 over Sinister, and Discrepancy winning 2-0 over BOFA. Unfortunate that we didn't get to see a little bit more Overwatch, but I'd say we definitely as I've started to cast more of these games, I've started to see which of these teams are going to be the teams to beat, and it definitely seems like, well, I mean, now we've got a couple of new teams coming out. Calamity seems like one of the new ones that might be one of those teams to beat. So we'll have to see how Calamity continues to do in the future.
Yeah, man, and I mean, with that said, I think this is GG. Wash the hands, everything's good, and I think we should be getting out here right now.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, last minute stuff. I'll just throw this out there. I'm Gold Streams, joined tonight by I think you might be my new favorite co-caster, Jen. But
Got you.
I think we do well together. I think we have a lot of fun. But my Twitter is @GoldStreams, so please go ahead and drop a follow. I don't know if you've got a Twitter or anything you wanna plug, but
No, I'm good. Just Jan. My Twitter is just @Jan, if you want, whatever. But just Jan, your boy Jan, and Gold Streams. For this great session of Overwatch. So yeah, I mean, peace out, guys. Have a great night. I think we're already offline.